Healthy soil isn't built by fertilizer bags alone. Beneath the surface, an army of silent workers decides whether your garden thrives or struggles. Earthworms are those tireless laborers, and here's the secret many gardeners overlook. The bigger your worms grow, the richer and more fertile your soil becomes. Today I'll share with you an ancient trick, one rooted in the humble rice grain, that can transform your worm population and supercharge your soil in ways that synthetic products simply cannot. If you've been looking for the missing piece to healthier soil and stronger plants, this is it. The size of your worms isn't just cosmetic, it's a direct reflection of soil health. Larger worms process more organic matter, breaking down leaf litter, compost, and residues at a faster rate. Their tunnels allow air and water to move freely into the root zone, reducing compaction and creating a natural irrigation system underground. Every casting they leave behind is packed with concentrated nutrients in a plant-available form, often containing 5 times more nitrogen, 7 times more phosphorus, and 10 times more potassium than the surrounding soil. When worms remain small, it's usually a sign they are undernourished or struggling in poor soil conditions. Weak worms can't multiply effectively, and the soil cycle slows down. But when you provide the right food source, something that fuels their growth, you turn your garden bed into a living factory of fertility. That's where the rice secret comes in. Rice is more than just a human staple. It's an earthworm superfood when prepared the right way. Raw or cooked rice on its own can mold or attract pests, but when turned into a liquid extract, it becomes a perfectly balanced growth booster for worms. What makes rice so special is its natural starches and trace nutrients. When properly broken down, rice water creates a microbial feast, encouraging beneficial bacteria and fungi that worms love to feed on. This microbial activity is the key. Worms don't eat raw starches directly, instead they consume the microorganisms that grow around them. By introducing rice water into your soil, you are creating a bio-rich buffet that fattens worms quickly, leading to larger, healthier populations. The formula is surprisingly simple, but the details matter if you want to avoid problems like bad odors or mold. Start with 1 cup of uncooked white rice and rinse it thoroughly in 2 cups of clean water. Swirl it around until the water becomes cloudy. Strain the rice and save the liquid. That's your rice wash water. Next, dilute the rice wash in 10 cups, which is about 2.5 liters of additional water. So, this step is crucial because undiluted rice water can sour quickly and create imbalance in the soil. By diluting, you actually slow fermentation and make it perfectly suited for microbial colonization. Just pour this diluted rice water evenly into your worm-rich garden beds or compost piles once a week. Within weeks, you'll notice your worms growing fatter, more active, and multiplying faster. Many gardeners feed worms kitchen scraps, and while that helps, scraps can take weeks to break down before worms can actually eat them. Rice water speeds up the process by providing instant microbial stimulation. Think of it as an energy drink for your soil life. The worms still enjoy your fruit and vegetable scraps, but the rice water gives them a fast, digestible boost that translates directly into bigger worms and richer castings. Another advantage is that rice water doesn't overload the system. Scraps like citrus or onions can sometimes repel worms or disrupt pH. Rice water, on the other hand, is neutral, safe, and universally appealing to soil microbes and worms alike. Once worms begin to thrive on this diet, the benefits ripple through your entire garden. Bigger worms create more tunnels, which improves soil aeration and reduces diseases caused by waterlogging. Their castings enrich the soil with balanced nutrition, naturally boosting your plants without chemical fertilizers. Roots grow deeper and stronger because they encounter soft, aerated soil instead of compacted layers. Over time, you'll notice reduced need for synthetic inputs, healthier plant growth, and higher yields. Flowers bloom brighter, vegetables grow more vigorously, and perennials become more resilient to drought and pests. This chain reaction is why master gardeners swear by worm health as a cornerstone of soil management. Some gardeners make the mistake of using undiluted rice water, and that can lead to unpleasant odors and even attract pests. Always stick to the formula. 1 cup of rice rinsed in 2 cups of water, then dilute that further in 10 cups of clean water before you apply it. Another mistake folks make is overusing it. Once a week is enough, too much can oversaturate the soil. Also, avoid dumping large amounts of cooked rice directly into the soil. It ferments quickly, producing alcohols and acids that are actually harmful to worms. If you want to compost leftover rice, do it in small amounts mixed with dry browns like shredded paper or leaves, and definitely not directly in worm-rich beds. Think of worms as living composting machines. When you give them the right fuel, they multiply your efforts effortlessly. Every teaspoon of worm castings contains billions of beneficial microbes, and those microbes release nutrients in sync with your plant's needs. By feeding worms rice water, you're scaling up nature's most efficient fertilizer production system right inside your soil. This method is cost-free, sustainable, and honestly, far more effective than relying on bags of synthetic fertilizers. Better still, it transforms your soil from the inside out, making it self-sustaining in the long run. The secret to bigger worms and healthier soil has been under our noses all along. Rice water, when prepared and applied properly, creates the perfect environment for worms to grow larger and more productive. This one small change in your gardening routine can lead to richer soil, stronger plants, and higher harvests without spending extra money on commercial inputs. So, next time you rinse rice in your kitchen, don't throw that water away. Turn it into liquid gold for your soil, feed it to your worms, and watch as they reward you with healthier, more fertile earth. Bigger worms equal healthier soil, and healthier soil equals stronger gardens. The rice secret is too good to keep hidden, and now it's yours to put into practice. Give it a try and let your soil life do the heavy lifting. If you found this guide helpful, make sure to subscribe to Master Gardener and share this with a friend who's ready to take their soil health to the next level.